Good day, champs, and welcome to today's market fundamental and technical breakdown. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoku, the founder of 10x Digital Link, and today's market fundamental and technical breakdown is for the time period of the 21st of April to the 25th of April. So, if this is your first time, how this usually goes down is that we're going to be talking about the technical chart like Euro USD, AUD USD, XAU-USD, also known as gold, then Bitcoin. Okay, so these are the four pairs we're talking about. After that, we also talk about what the fundamental analysis, the geopolitical news events that will affect the market for this time duration. Okay, I want you to stay to the end because we'll be dropping new updates and new opportunities offered to you by 10x Digital Link. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to share my screen right now and you'll be able to see my screen and be able to see our forecast. So right now on my screen, you're looking at Euro USD, okay, which is the pair we're analyzing right now. How we do this is that first of all, we start with analyzing what happened last week. We gave a prediction for last week. We're going to show you what happened last week eventually. Then we're going to give you our new forecast for this week. So for last week, we saw the market was inside this supply zone here, and we said that Euro is going to drop a little bit down towards this optimization zone, okay, and this demand reversal zone. What did the market do instead? The market pushed down a bit, but it didn't get towards this level overall. It didn't get towards this level for Euro USD. So with that in mind now, let us update this current chart. Okay, so for this current chart on the weekly time frame, we take this and place it on the previous week high, and then take this place previous week low. Okay, so which means that if the market breaks the previous week high, we go higher. If the market breaks the previous week low, we go lower. Then on the daily time frame, on daily time frames, totally daily demand and daily supply. So literally, the market has already broke this daily supply. Okay, so it's going to be used as a reoptimization zone. So literally, we expect the market to come towards this daily supply now. This is now going to be the current daily supply that we expect the market to head towards. And we already know that the market is on a parabolic bull run cycle right now. And this was activated by the statement by Trump as a week ago about the tariffs in US, saying that he's pausing tariffs for 72 countries. So this literally has boosted confidence of investors in a lot of currencies aside the dollar, and it's making the dollar to be weak. Okay, so we see we are on a prevailing trend of an uptrend. So we're just looking for buy opportunities only. So this doesn't play out anymore. So this is what I see on the daily time frame. We're expecting market to come towards the supply zone. Let me mark that supply zone. This is the supply zone. Expect market to come towards all the way up here. This zone here. Yeah, that's the supply zone. Expect market to come towards. Elaborate its red. Good. So this is a restoration zone. Good. So it's fine now. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame. On 4 hours time frame, I can see a massive break of structure over here. There is a massive break of structure. Let's just do this. And then I can see a lot of fair value gaps. And most importantly, this demand zone on the 4 hours that has not fulfilled efficiency yet, which I believe the market could still choose to come and fulfill its efficiency all the way down here. So it's a demand zone, 4 hours demand zone. So the sense that the market will still come back towards it. And this now is a reoptimization zone. This is a reoptimization zone. Then over here is a demand zone. Then if I should check the 4 hours time frame, Guys, we check the 4 hours time frame. Let me go to the 4 hours supply zone. Let's mark out the 4 hours supply zone. I'm not meant to mark it out that's on the daily time frame though. I'm meant to mark it out on the 4 hours time frame, but I use the daily time frame to be able to get the view of what it is. Oh, trading view won't let me trading view. So we're just going to use the daily. Well, I don't think the daily time frame, the 4 hours supply is going to be as big as that. I don't think the 4 hours time frame is going, supply is going to be as big as that. It's going to be as big as that. Let's just okay, okay. I know what to do. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so my view now is this. There's still a demand zone here, but I don't think the market is coming back to that demand zone anytime soon. So we just have to take that off so that we don't get things too clustered and complicated. So what I see now is very simple. What we see for you is we expect to come back, get a retest of this reaffirmation zone with a minimum. Then from here, we move up from here. Okay. So retest, I'm continue pushing to the upside. So that's what I see for the euro against the dollar. That's what I see for the euro against the dollar. Then let's go to AUD/USD. For AUD/USD, the market was inside the supply zone for last week. You can see the market ranged for massively. So we expect euro/USD to sell from this zone. I know we took a trade on euro/USD, but it took us out on stop loss. So, but market didn't really play out like intended last week. So we're not always 100% accurate. This is not going to be marked out as a oscillation zone. Let us now update this market by going first to the weekly time frame. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, we spot out the previous week high and previous week low over here. Previous week high and previous week low. Then we go to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we spot out the daily supply and daily demand zone. Okay, so this is like a daily demand all the way down here. Okay, but we're going to use this new reaffirmation zone as our demand zone now. This reaffirmation zone and this prevailing trend has been broken, so we're going to delete it as well. Good. So this reaffirmation is going to be our demand zone now. And remember, on the weekly time frame, we saw a pattern which is a descending triangle. Let me show you guys that so you guys will not be confused what I just said. So this is the pattern we saw weekly. So weekly line trade used to spot patterns. So the principle to trade this pattern if you are trading is that the breakouts, you need to wait for a retest, okay? Because there's another drop coming. Okay, this drop is soon fulfilled. But for now, based on what we can see on the daily time frame, the market is moving up to complete that retest. Okay. So if I'm to do Fibonacci from this swing high here to this swing low, okay, you can expect the retest to come towards that 62 region. Okay. And this 62 region now has a supply zone here on the daily time frame. Okay. It has a supply zone. So if I should mark out a supply zone, it is this candle here over here. Okay. So now I already marked out the supply zone. Thank God for that. Then go to the 4 hours time frame. So what I see for AUD/USD is as easy as those who missed entries. Okay. The market started pushing as soon as the market opened. The market started buying massively as soon as so the market will still come back to grab London traders and New York traders. When they come back to grab London traders and New York traders, they enter and then we're taking it up to this point. These are our trades for AUD/USD for this week. Okay. Because that broke previous week high. Because last week, last week, we were arranging. We check it from Monday to Friday, all because of the Easter break. Okay, so any retest we see, I will probably also go back to a 15 minutes time frame and monitor the chart very, very well. Okay, monitor the chart very, very well. And then I'll probably just track it by doing this, taking this Fibonacci from swing high to swing low. Okay, and then wait patiently. I'm going to wait patiently and see how the market reacts when it comes towards 50, 60, and 72.40 Fibonacci retracement point, because that's where a lot of buyers will be waiting mainly. Okay. So once it comes towards that level, then we take our buys from there. Okay. And we need to also have some few confirmations as well that will align with that particular bias. Okay. So that's what I see currently for AUD. So the next is gold. God's money, gold. So our forecast for last week as well was gold was sitting over here. Over here, this was on Monday. Yeah, this was when we did forecast on Monday. We told you guys gold is going to sell from this level. You see the price giving, gold is going to sell and head to this what psychological level of 3150. But what did gold do? Gold sold on that Monday, but it went towards psychological level of 3,200 per ounce. It went towards the psychological level of $3,200 per ounce. So it didn't really go towards this region based on the reparation zone I saw over here. But it went minimum to this 3,200 and then used that your test to continue pushing to the upside. So with that in mind, this doesn't play any cards anymore. So we have to update this. Let's now go to the yes. Let's now go to the weekly time frame. Then on the weekly time frame, what we just need to do is to adjust the previous week low and previous week high. Goods on the parabolic bull run, and Bitcoin is going to join it. Official Bitcoin bull run continues as at 20th of April. Every cryptocurrency is going to create a new all-time high in the next 80 to 90 days. So start stacking up. A lot of people, a lot of my students reached out to me and told me that they would like to know the coins I'm holding. I'm going to send it to the VIP group. So if you want to know the coins I'm holding, go and join the VIP group. The link to join is going to be in the description. Just visit our seller store, and it requires a little access fee. Then you'll be able to join the VIP group, and or you can just reach out to me and I'll put you through. So literally, what I see now on gold is that it is creating a parabolic bull run, and the prevailing trend is towards an uptrend. You can see that. So we literally looking for buys long term and looking for sales short term. So with that in mind, the next daily, let's just mark the psychological levels, because since the market is creating a parabolic bull run, everyone investor now is tracking to psychological levels. So when it gets to psychological levels, it reacts. So the psychological level is 500 pip psychological level most times. 500 pip psychological level. Okay, so that's it. And if you have money, buy gold. You do this in your backyard. Good luck for you. So because I know based on analysis from the bank, Goldman Sachs Bank, said that by 2035, that's in the next 10 years, gold, a bar of gold could be uh roughly $50,000 a bar of gold. And then for Bitcoin, it could be roughly $1 million, one Bitcoin. So next 10 decades, what you do with your money depends on today, how you live your life and the amount of income you make. So this is it. Then on the 4 hours time frame, what do I see? On the 4 hours time frame, I see a demand zone here, and I also see a retracement zone. See a demand and I see a retracement zone. So what I'm going to literally use is the demand zone. Okay. We're not marking any validation point. We use the psychological level. So this is a demand you might see on the gold. So if it comes back to all this region, we take a buy higher. Okay, so if it comes back to all that region, we take a buy higher. So that's what I see for gold, XAUUSD. Then for Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin has fulfilled our signal from last week. You guys were patient enough to hold. It has hit final TP. Or before it even hit final TP, it came out and took us on break even. Okay, so literally those who made first TP, congratulations. For those who are unable to make the first TP that not take the trade, congratulations, you're holding our Ethereum trade. Okay, so I sent the Ethereum trade to the VIP group on our VIP market fundamental and technical breakdown on Friday because the VIP group are served and treated like royalty. So we did analysis on Friday. We saw Ethereum entry and the market is moving as predicted and as planned. So if you want to as well join and have this market insight every single day, the link is in the description to get access to the VIP group. So over here is the market has broke the previous week high. I'm telling you from here, there was massive range and accumulation of orders. There was millions and billions of dollars here. So there's going to be a parabolic bull run. And like I told you guys, my major targets for the next 90 days is like $140,000 for Bitcoin. So I'll just waiting. If it comes back to this discounted level, I'm buying. Comes back, if it's here, I'm buying. If it breaks here, if it breaks here now, retest, I'm buying. Because this prevailing trend line has been disrespected. This is the prevailing trend line that gave the word correction Bitcoin needed. So if you see the correction, I did not just get that 140,000. There's what they call Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci extension. If you take Fibonacci from swing low to the swing high, you see that they have what a retracement of towards this level, this 50. Okay, 50% Fibonacci retracement. That's where the market came, touched here, moved up, came here, touched again, moved up, came here, tapped into it again, moved up. So it not really touched the 62 region. So if we were to have an extension, this is the extension of 50% extension, that's the $140,000 mark. So I'm saying it now. And what I'm just telling you now is like if you're able to put an amount, let's say at the current price as at today, you're watching this video, you put this amount, so you'll be getting like 60% return. So whatever you put in, you're getting 60% return with $100. Just you buy on spots. I'm talking about buying on spots. You buy Bitcoin on spots. You buy it and forget it. Not like forget your passphrase, or no, like you buy it and you take your mind off it, or you keep buying, accumulating. You can buy weekly, good for you. You can buy daily, good for you. You can buy hourly, good for you. You can also automate the buying system. There are some exchanges, Bybit, Binance, and the good news now is that Bitcoin has been cryptocurrency who has been legalized in Nigeria. It was legalized this weekend on Saturday. The Senate has said it. Cryptocurrency is legalized. So whenever you see things like this going on, the banks have more information than you do. These big investors have more information than you do. There was a period when they knew that Bitcoin would fall in 2021. They made Bitcoin illegal in China, made Bitcoin illegal in Nigeria. After the next 5 months, there was a massive crash on the Bitcoin price. Now, everybody is now doing investments in crypto mine. Everybody is now talking about AI bots trading. Everybody is now talking about USDT investment, and a lot of projects is coming up in cryptocurrency market because the bull run is about to continue. Okay, so I've been reading articles by a lot of good traders, and just try and buy any business you can do it and just get some money and put some part of the money into cryptocurrency. That's just what I have to tell you. So what I have to say about Bitcoin is that it's going to work. Continue to buy, So if you disrespect this psychology, this is like a sell a supply region. If you disrespect it, then it will retest, then continue buying to the upside. Okay, you can head towards this supply zone here. Let me mark it out for you. A supply zone here. Okay, so this is like a supply zone I see as well. Okay, for cryptocurrency. Okay, so just watch out for it. It's very, very important. So, but this demand zone has shown very strong. So, if the market still come back, I still see this demand zone has been updated though. This is now the new demand zone. This red candle here. This red candle. So, if the market still comes back towards this red candle, okay. So, this point here, I don't think it's coming back here anytime soon. So investors just want to grab it from there and keep riding it. So if you're able to see a pullback as well, okay, you can still take the buys from it. So what I don't take from them is buys for cryptocurrency. I can remember one of my VIP students was like, since I had a view that Bitcoin could fall from here, then why don't you take the sell? No, the trend is your friend. Never trade against the trend. Okay, you're in line with the trend. The market can delay, just like we saw, it delayed from Monday till Saturday without any move. But right now, Monday, it's a fresh new move and we're seeing massive gains on Bitcoin now. You can see that ultimate take profit. You see, for those who did not do break even, because of the signal we sent on Monday, last week Monday, that's hit our ultimate take profit. But it's first of all came to our first the break even. Yeah, I told you guys I saw a supply zone here. As soon as we took TP1, came back to our break even, took us out. If you had patience to wait for all this all throughout, if you had patience, you would have hit the final TP today. Okay, so what we do here is we trade with a system, we trade with a strategy that has worked over time for the banks, and we can teach you how to do that. You just have to dive down to our website, okay, www.10xdigitallink.com. Okay, so this is where you gain access to a digital passive portfolio, and also we also give you a unique perspective to the world of digital assets. Okay, so we'll teach you how digital trading works, how to earn massive passive income on different digital assets, and how to invest in safer assets so you can be able to build and grow your startup business from zero to hero. You just sign up right now because procrastination is a thief of time. Over here is our prizes. These are our team members. Over here is our prizes, the 1 month, the 3 months, the 6 months, and the 1 year prizes. You can reach out to our customer service over here as well, and you'll be able to get in touch with you. These are testimonies from our students. Over here is Naman Nneka. Okay, knowing that having me as a mentor is the best thing that has happened to me. And over here, Ugena Info, I still remember what he told me that time, everything. I'm still sticking to all of them. Okay, so this is literally what I have to share with you guys as well. We have our link tree. The link tree has a summary of all the links of the services we offer. So this weekend on the 26th, there is a seminar hosted in Abuja. Okay, you can come over here and register for the seminar. It's a Forex seminar. Okay, you get to meet our speakers one-on-one. We get to guide you through your registration process. We get to as well show you the business IQ, the business process of Forex trading, so you can learn to know more about how to make money from the Forex market, being an IB, being a PAM account service provider, being a copy trading service provider, and literally a lot is coming into that. So over here is our seller store. On this seller store now, you see a lot of our materials. I'll show you see that. You can schedule a Zoom meeting with me, and then we'll have a one-on-one discussion on any particular service, any particular topic I have mentioned there that seems a little bit confusing to you. Just schedule a Zoom meeting with me. I'll be on that meeting and I'll make sure that I put everything clear to you. You can also become a student and subscribe to our newsletter. Just click here and then to give you a subscription list. You just put in your name and your email, then we'll send you some giveaways to your email as well. This is where you just become a student and clicking here. And these are few of our channels right here. YouTube channel, you can subscribe for free education on our YouTube channel. Then these are recommended group. Hot Forex is one of our recommended broker. Been using them since 2019. So this interface, I know them very well, and I know their leaders as well. So any challenge you might have, I know a solution for you to fix it. Then for XNES is one of the second Forex broker I recommend, but it's saturated for me. And I'm still not familiar with it 100%. But if I know for sure, they have funding and they have a very good CPA marketing system. So as well, this is our crypto broker, Binance, KuCoin, where we used to stack coins and also place futures trade as well. This is the tool we use to analyze the trading view. All these links are here, coin market cap for crypto trading. If you want to get funded up to $50,000, you can come over here. 10 trades is the broker for you. They're a broker and also a pop firm. Okay, so I recommend 10 trade for funding. I don't recommend them for Forex trading. I just recommend them for funding. Okay, because they have a lot of integrations to still execute like their app. They need to have an app, and there are a lot of things they need to still do that HFM has already established. Okay, so I recommend them for funding because they're a broker and also a prop firm. So over here is our Telegram channel, our Forex Telegram channel is the free channel. This is the crypto Telegram channel, the free channel. Over here is the WhatsApp group, the free channel as well for the crypto. And also use our TikTok page. You can visit our TikTok page where we have about 11,000 followers and growing. These are Facebook community, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Any other place you go and get a link, I don't know how you go about it, but don't get any other link from any other place, okay? So moving forward, this coming week, we'll be having our additional information on our store. We'll be adding in our unique indicator, risk management indicator that's going to help you to analyze your risk. Like I said, my VIP students are going to be able to get access to the tool before the general public is going to be made aware of it. But I'm just giving you guys a heads up. It will be added in our store. So once it's added in our store this week, I'm going to promote it on our social media handles. So just go and follow us on our social media handles. The link is going to be in the description. That link tree is there. Click on that link tree, okay? You see our social media, follow it. You're going to get access to our tool. And as well, during our next market fundamental and technical breakdown, I'll be showing you guys the tool live on these records, okay? So you'll be able to see how we use them. But if you just want to get something free right now, go over here and get this our book, How to Make 6 Figures in 6 months without owning a property on Airbnb. Over here is how to become a passive income machine. Is a Forex related book. Then you can subscribe to our VIP signal. Give the VIP signal link, okay? You just have to pay 15,000 naira is the access fee. And then also over here is for our course materials for the 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. You can come over here and make payment for that. And lastly, to grab our textbook, these are official textbook. If you pay for the course, you get the textbook, but you can just get the textbook alone. If you already have basic knowledge of Forex trading, you just want to get extra insights, you can come over here and pay the access fee to get it. So that's it for the materials you currently offer. Then over here on the fundamental analysis, you see that we don't have any news events today, Monday. There's Easter Monday, generally worldwide. There's also a bank holiday. Then we don't have news events on Tuesday as well. The news event we have for this week is starting on Wednesday. High impact news event is starting on Wednesday, 23rd of April, 2024, 2025. Okay. So it's starting for Asia session, 12 a.m. West African time, okay, on 23rd. So we have the S&P Global Australia Service PMI. It has to do with the service PMI. The increase of prices in the service sector in Australia, to be precise, okay? So over here, the previous figure for March, but they want to give us the figure for April. The figure for March was 51.6. Okay, they're saying that April is going to be 50.1, which is lower than March. If this happens, then Australian dollar should be weak. Okay, but if the news turns out to be positive, then Australian dollar should be strong. It's as easy as that. Okay. So by 12 a.m. West African time, if you want to trade Asian session, one thing you should know about Forex trading is that anytime you are free, you can trade. You don't need to be on the screen all the time. If you have morning appointment, this is like a tip now I'm giving to you guys for free. But it's only meant for my VIP students. But I'm just giving it to you guys as a tip now. If you have lectures, if you're a student, you have lectures in the morning, go for your lectures. Don't look at the charts. Don't take any signals. Focus your brain 100% on your lectures in the morning by 7 a.m. till whenever your lectures ends. If your lectures ends by 12 or 1, good. You then trade New York session. New York session is 2 p.m. till 6 p.m. That's when you have high volatility in the market, but volatility starts dying down a bit. So you can trade from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. for New York session. If you also have work, some people, when I started trading in 2019, I used to go to school in the morning for my morning lectures. In the afternoon, I go to my work where I was working at a fuel station. And then I come back home very late in the evening by 9. I used to trade Asian session then with my mentor in Canada. I used to buy coffee, Nescafe. They knew me then. There was this particular store, Emma. They knew me then. He used to bring out Nescafe for me. I'll buy it when going home. This commitment, I funded my account. I had my mentor then in Canada. Thank God for my mentor. He traded by 12 a.m. The Canada time and my own time suits. So I focused on Asian session. Asian session starts roughly after 11 a.m. Sorry, 11 p.m. So I used to trade 11 p.m. the Forex market. I analyze Asian pairs, AUD/USD, NZD/USD, USD/JPY. Then when he now comes online, he comes online by 12 a.m. We trade BTC. We trade BTC. You understand? That's what he trades by his own time. So you have to just create this type of schedule in your life. It's not all the time that you need to be on the chart. It's not more that if you don't trade money, you'll miss the trade for the whole day. Come back in the afternoon, trade in the afternoon. If you're busy in the afternoon, come back in the night and trade. There's always a time for you. The market never sleeps. It's always available. Okay, so that's what I want to let you guys know. So then we have early in London session on Wednesday, manufacturing PMI has to do with the increase in price and prices of in the manufacturing sector, increase and decrease. Okay, so over here is 8:15 a.m. for France to be precise. Okay, so over here is 48.5 is the previous for March. I think April is going to be 49.1, which is good. So eventually by 8:15, we see a figure higher than 49.1, it is good for Euro. We see a figure lower than 49.1, it is bad for Euro. Okay. Then we have over here the service PMI. We have the service PMI, the HCOB service PMI. The previous figure is 7.9. And over here, the consensus, they're saying is 48.8. So you say if you go higher than 48.8 is good. If you say if you go lower than 48.8, it is bad. Okay. Then the same thing applies for Germany service PMI and manufacturing PMI. The same thing applies for Euro Central service PMI and manufacturing PMI. Then the same thing applies for Great Britain pound, manufacturing PMI and service PMI, and as well for the United States dollar, global service PMI and manufacturing PMI. Oh my God, a lot of service PMI, but for this dollar is New York session. It's going to be announced by 2:45 p.m. West African time. Then we have the new home sales and new home sales month over month. With a derivative, the main one is this new home sales. A figure higher than 0.68 million is good for dollar. A figure lower than 0.68 million is bad for dollar. Then the percentage is signifying the increase over time. Okay. Then Thursday morning, London session, we have IFO business climate. IFO business climate. It has to do with the business conditions in Europe, to be precise, Germany. Okay. So if they're optimistic, they'll have a figure higher than 88.5. If they're pessimistic, they'll have a figure lower than 88.5. Okay, so if you say figure higher than 88.5, it is good for Euro. If you say figure lower than 88.5, it is bad for Euro. Then for the New York session, we have the initial jobless claims, 4-week average, continued jobless claims. Every Thursday, this is announced every Thursday. You're meant to be used to this by now. So the main one is this initial jobless claims, okay? And the initial jobless claims, if you see a figure higher than 218K, it is bad for dollar. If you see a figure lower than 218K, it is good for dollar. It means that a lot of people did not apply, that they don't have jobs anymore. okay? And they're not going for government benefits, because there's some government benefits, incentives that are given to those who don't have jobs in the United States of America. Then over here now is durable goods order. This has to do with the durable goods that are being ordered from companies like Amazon, which other one? A lot of retail stores, okay? So it has to do with the durable goods that are ordered from them. Like this percentage now is 0.8. If there's an increase by 0.9 or 1, it's going to be good for dollar. A decrease is lesser. Then existing home sales, the homes that are being sold, okay, in the US, it is different from new home sales. New home sales and existing home sales means that these new home sales are the house that has just been built and sold. Existing home sales is already house that are existing, they will be renovated and then sold. Okay, so an increase by higher than 4.14 million is good for dollar. A decrease by 4.14 million is bad for dollar. Then on Friday, to wrap up the week, London session, we have retail sales year over year, retail sales month over month for dollar, for Great Britain pound as well. So if there is an increase of higher than 0.7%, it is good for Great Britain pound. But a decrease of 0.7% is bad for Great Britain pound. Then to wrap up the week as well on New York session, we have retail sales for cars as well. Every other thing here is a derivative. This X4 month over month is a derivative. The most important one is this two, year over year and month over month. The same thing you see on card on Friday, year over year. We see a figure higher than 3.9% is good for card. A figure lower than 3.9% is bad for card. Then we wrap up the week with this particular one. We see the retail sales for the month of February and the month of March as well, coming out on the same day for card. So it's going to be a highly volatile day for the Canadian dollar as well. So you see a figure higher than minus 0.4% is good for card. A figure lower than minus 0.4% it is bad for card. So the Michigan consumer sentiment is more like an optimistic or pessimistic result of what the people who live in US think about the economy of the United States of America. So if we have a figure higher than 50.8, it is good for dollar. A figure lower than 50.8 is bad for dollar. So thank you so much for watching to this point. I really appreciate you guys giving the time, giving the effort to learn this information. And I hope that you're able to use this information to grow your trading account this week from $10 to $100 if you can. I'll advise you to join our challenge. You're currently in a challenge in our community to grow $10 to $100. Just reach out to me. You just have to register with HFM, the recommended broker, verify with your NIN, deposit $10, and then take our signals to grow this account. I wish you guys a profitable trading week.